All right, so I'm going to demo character styles and paragraph styles in InDesign and just show you how that works. You will want to use these when you're working in InDesign because it's going to make your job a lot easier, and it's also going to ensure consistency in your document. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is create just a going to create a text box. We're going to review character styles first. And I'm going to create some text here. And I'm going to say header, subheader, and I'm going to call this my body copy or paragraph text, if you will. Okay. So from here, what we could do is, for example, say that you're doing a 20-page magazine. Are you going to go and manually format all the fonts on all of those 20 pages? No. InDesign, and if you are, you're a crazy person. InDesign is designed to four-page layout, and it's designed to expedite those processes for you if you use the right tools. So using character styles, we are going to set up and apply character styles. And you can do that in two ways. So, for example, I'm going to set my header. I know I want that to be Avenir. We'll go bold there. And I'm going to make that considerably larger because it's my main header. And then for my subheader, I'm going to stay within the Avenir family. And I'm going to say that I want my subheader to be Avenir, let's go condensed. Okay, so I have a little bit of a kind of secondary hierarchy there, and I'm going to make it just a little bigger. Okay, and then for my body copy, I'm going to make sure that that is Avenir light, so I can have a very clear picture of what is the most important on the page and where I should be guided. Okay, so I haven't set my character styles yet. I've just determined that this is what I want for my character styles. So to get your character styles, you should see that when you have your text box selected, you should see that pop up in the properties panel. But if you don't, you can get to that by going to Window, Styles, and you can pull up character styles. So I like really working from this window. It's a little easier. Paragraph styles also we'll work with that later, but it also pops up when you open up the character styles panel. So again, when you have a text box selected, it appears over here, or you can go up to Window, Styles, and select that. Okay, so I'm actually going to create a new style because again, you can create new styles two different ways. The first way is just highlighting what you've got. I'm going to click New here in my character styles panel, and notice it says character style 1. So I'm going to call this header. If I wanted to change anything here, maybe I want my headers to be a certain color. Maybe I want my headers to be this color blue. I could set that. You can even preview that if you want, and it'll show you what that's being applied to. Okay, and then for my subheader, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to call this subheader. It's always important to name your paragraphs or your character styles. Sorry. It's always important to name your character styles so that you know what you're working with. All right. So if I want to unapply any of these, I just select none and it goes back to the way it was. If I select header, it's going to apply my header. So let's apply that. Let's see what that looks like just on plain text. So I'm going to say again, header, subheader, body copy. So I currently actually have my body copy applied, so I'm not going to mess with the body copy, but I do want to indicate my header. Click, and my subheader. So, for example, the way this makes things quicker, say you send that 20-page magazine you're working on to your client, and they say, oh, well, I think the headers need to be a little smaller. Okay, well, I have this header on each of my 20 pages. I'm not going to go change it manually. I'm going to go into double click in my character styles there. And for basic character formats, I'm going to change that. We'll take it down to 20. Boom, it changes automatically, changes that for you. So character styles, again, they're a way to control your hierarchy, but they're also a good way to work faster, because if you don't have to go manually set styles, if you don't have to set the size and the font and the leading or the tracking or the kerning in each of your options, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that is one way to create character styles. You can also just create them without having to do the copy and paste thing here. Or not copy and paste, but we highlighted and then we clicked new and we made a new paragraphs character style from that. Okay, so to create one, the other way is just to create a new character style. I'm going to call this new style. I'm going to make some changes here just so we can mess around. And if I apply this new style, boom, that's the new style that I applied. So I prefer to kind of get an idea of how I want my settings set up, and then I create my character styles from that. If you need to delete them, you just click, highlight on it, and delete. Okay, so that is character styles. Now we're going to go into paragraph styles. So you can combine character and paragraph styles. So character styles, you can control anything related to your font type properties. And paragraph styles is more concerned when you have actual paragraphs or multiple lines of text. So let's demonstrate that. I'm going to say here I have a header, change that funky. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and change that because that's not super attractive for what we're about to do here. All right, and then I'm going to insert some filler text. So I have my paragraph and I have my header. Here we go. All right, so for my paragraph styles, again, paragraph styles control anything that is here in your paragraph area. So if I wanted there to be indentations or a certain amount of spacing before and after, I could control that. So let's try this here. I'm going to say space after. And so here it's automatically, if I have a break, it's going to automatically put more spacing between the header and the body copy. So if I go to new paragraph style, I can call this main style. And let's try that again and see what that's going to do for other copy. I'm also going to go to my character styles and put my body copy there. Perfect, working together with them. Although I want to change my body copy back to black. Perfect. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to fill with placeholder text. And there we go. And then I'm going to say header. So currently there's no spacing in between these. So it's reading the page break. So when you hit enter to that next line, that's where it's going to apply the space. So if I go to paragraph and I go to main style, boom, it's automatically going to put the equal amount of space between my header and my paragraph. So this would be great. You can use anytime you have a header or subheader and then you have paragraph text and you want to control the spacing between the headers and the paragraphs. You can actually do that through paragraph styles. And again, you don't have to go through and manually reset all of those. Other things that you can do, I'm going to say new paragraph style. And I'm going to call this style 2. And I'm going to open style 2. And I'm going to apply a couple more formatting. So say I decided I want to change my line spacing, which is my leading. I'm going to add a little bit of leading there. Maybe I want the first line to indent. Cool. Okay. So now I'm going to say OK. And you will see that change. So this is my main paragraph style, which is the one we just did here. And then if I want to apply my new style, boom. So that is a quick way to work with character and paragraph styles. And again, use them. They will make your life easier and they will allow for more consistency in your documents. So there we go. Character styles, paragraph styles. Know them, use them, love them.